Well, howdy, howdy, howdy.
Good
It's
morning.
Happy Monday morning. Today on October 3rd, the Geyer Cook Report Happy Monday. And these are our show notes, which you can get to as always if you go to the GeyerCookReport.podbean.com. And today we're going to talk about how much growth there's been in online radio. Since we're on online radio, it sort of seemed like a good fit. The people at edisonresearch.com, and I invite you to take a look at their website in the show notes. Their podcast post about the infinite dial has to do with how many Americans listen to online radio weekly. And podcast consumption is surging. Now, I don't know if this is because they're putting it into car radios now in new cars that they can do podcasts. If there's been such a surge in the iPod, people are getting new podcasts. But they go down and their bulleted list talks about podcast listening, in-home ownership of over-the-air radio receivers has dropped, and people that have a brand to recognize, Pandora is the giant in that, bigger than iTunes, bigger than iHeartRadio, bigger than Spotify. And this is all listed in the notes, so you don't need me to read the whole thing. But take a look at that. And like I said, on-demand video subscriptions are at 51% of the population. 43% of all the respondents in their poll subscribe to Netflix. So if you've got some stock in Netflix, you're doing that right, Calvin?
That's right.
I think that Netflix is going to do well if they've got that big of a share. And they are putting out some great programs. And so give that a go. Like I said, the GeyerCookReport.podbean.com, and you can see our show notes there. This little link up here where it says be a patron on Podbean, that's how you become a patron of our show. We invite you to do that. And scroll down a bit more in the show notes, and these are the slides that I've put into LinkedIn, which basically talk about the week's program content, because many people say, well, what's on Wednesday? What's on Thursday? So I made these show slides, and the first slide comes up, and it basically says Mondays are Happy Monday. We most likely refresh the routine. And in this instance, we're telling you to refresh your routine by getting information about online radio. Tuesday is SEO tips and tricks, okay? And these are going to look very similar because I use the same image over again, because it's always called the Geyer Cook Report at podbean.com. Wednesdays is what's on our mind. Wednesday could be an interview. It could be a topic in the news. Like recently we had a post up on Wednesday about the fact that Fire Talk was changing their tier participation and the profiles were going to change. Thursday, B2B Thursday. If you're in business to business, you provide a service to businesses, that's the day you want to participate and listen in. On Friday, we do the Geyer Cook Report Friday wrap up. It also comes out as an email which you can subscribe to straight away. Up in the show notes, you'll see this. Check out our free email newsletter powered by MailChimp. Well, put your email address in there that you want to use for the subscription. We won't give out your email address and sell it to anybody. And then you'll get this week's episodes wrapped up into one burrito. They're show notes are there. And so that's the look at the show notes. And there we've done it. We're stopped screen sharing. And as always, if you go to the show notes, there's the shout outs there for the people that made this all happen. And that includes Fraser Ramsey, of course, who came up with the original idea one Thursday afternoon, to Eileen Smith from basicblogtips.com, who gave us the link for Screencast-O-Matic, and all the rest. They're all listed there in the show notes, and I'm not going to read the show notes to you at all, because why write them if you're going to read them over again, right? So
Right.
Join us again tomorrow, because tomorrow is SEO Tips Tuesday. And on the subject of the show notes, you'll see in the categories, we've got one for the current guest blogging appearance. And we've got the end date for Valentine's Day and for organizing set up there in the category. So if you've got one about reorganizing yourself, or if you've got some Valentine's story to share, get those sent in, and we'll get those into the blog, into that category as need be. On that note, I'm going to say those 3 magic words that we do at the end of every show. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being part of the chat, and we'll see you tomorrow. It's a wrap.